As we grow older, one of the biggest decisions we may face is considering a nursing home for care. It's a decision that carries a lot of weight, filled with emotional and practical considerations. Moving into a nursing home is not just about healthcare. It's about how it impacts our lives, our independence, and our well-being. There are many aspects to consider, but there are certain risks, often hidden, that we must recognize before taking such a step. This isn't just about a place to sleep or medical care. It's about your life, your dignity, and your future. Have you ever thought about what might really happen when you move into a nursing home? For many, the reality is much different from what they expected. While some homes provide wonderful care, others come with risks and hidden consequences that can dramatically impact your quality of life. From the emotional strain of leaving your home to the loss of independence, there are things many don't realize until it's too late. The truth is, not all nursing homes are the same. Some offer great care, while others can leave you feeling like a task, not a person. Imagine a situation where your requests for help are ignored or delayed, where your personal routine is replaced by someone else's schedule, and where you feel like you're losing a part of yourself. That's the harsh reality for many, but it doesn't have to be. In this video, I'll walk you through some of the most important things to consider when thinking about nursing home care. These are the hidden risks that aren't always obvious at first. Understanding these can help you make the best decision for yourself or a loved one. But before we dive in, I want to hear from you. Have you thought about these things before? Or maybe you've already experienced some of them. Please leave a comment below to let me know your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more helpful videos like this. When we think about moving into a nursing home, we expect to receive the care and support we need. But the truth is, some residents in these facilities experience a form of mistreatment that many people don't realize is happening until it's too late. And unfortunately, it happens more often than we would like to believe. You might think that once you're in a nursing home, you'll be treated with the respect, care, and attention you deserve. But for some, the reality is quite different. Whether it's physical neglect, emotional mistreatment, or financial exploitation, the consequences can be devastating. The very place that is supposed to offer safety and comfort can, in some cases, cause harm instead. One of the most common forms of mistreatment in nursing homes is emotional abuse. Imagine feeling ignored or abandoned in a place that's supposed to be your home. Requests for help might go unanswered for hours, leaving you to struggle alone with basic needs like using the restroom or getting a drink of water. When you're ignored, you begin to feel like you don't matter, like you're invisible. This emotional neglect can take a toll on your mental and physical health, causing feelings of anxiety, depression, and even hopelessness. On top of emotional abuse, physical mistreatment is also a concern. When a facility is understaffed, which is often the case in many nursing homes, caregivers are stretched thin, trying to manage multiple residents at once. This can lead to delayed responses to emergencies or needs, putting you at risk of injury. In some cases, residents have been found to suffer from bed sores, malnutrition, or even physical abuse due to staff members who are overwhelmed, undertrained, or careless. These are serious, harmful issues that should never happen in a place where the goal is to provide care and safety. Financial mistreatment is another hidden risk. This involves situations where nursing home staff, or even family members, take advantage of a resident's financial resources. For example, you might find yourself pressured into making financial decisions that aren't in your best interest, or worse, someone might try to access your personal finances without your consent. This could involve taking money from your account, selling your belongings, or convincing you to make financial gifts or decisions that aren't truly in your best interest. For many seniors, this kind of exploitation can leave them in vulnerable positions, unable to afford the care or services they actually need. It's heartbreaking to think that something like this could happen, but the reality is that emotional, physical, and financial mistreatment is a hidden issue that many nursing homes face. It's critical to do your research before making a decision about a nursing home. Look into staffing levels, read reviews from other families, and pay attention to the overall atmosphere of the facility. The good news is this doesn't have to happen to you. By being informed and proactive, you can make sure you're choosing a facility that truly cares about your well-being. It's essential to ask questions, visit in person, and talk to current residents and their families about their experiences. Take the time to ensure that wherever you go, your safety, happiness, and dignity will be respected. One of the hardest things for seniors when moving into a nursing home is the loss of independence. For many of us, the ability to make our own decisions is one of the most valuable parts of our lives. It's how we maintain control and continue to feel like we have a sense of self-worth. But when someone moves into a nursing home, that freedom to make daily decisions can disappear, leaving them feeling frustrated and powerless. Imagine not being able to decide when you wake up, what you eat for breakfast, or even when you go to the bathroom. These small, everyday choices might seem insignificant to some, but for many seniors, they are key parts of life that keep us feeling like we still have control over our existence. Unfortunately, in many nursing homes, residents are given a set routine that they must follow, whether it suits their needs or not. Meals are served at fixed times, medication is administered according to a strict schedule, and daily activities are often predetermined. For someone used to having the freedom to make decisions about their day, this loss of autonomy can be overwhelming. It's not just about the daily routines either. Seniors often find themselves in situations where they're not allowed to make decisions about their health or well-being. For example, if you need a change in your medical care or if you want to express concerns about the staff's treatment, there might be a lack of respect for your input. The staff, who are there to care for you, might not always listen or take your preferences into account, leading to feelings of frustration and helplessness. This loss of independence also extends to the loss of privacy. You might have been used to having your own space at home, whether it's your own bedroom or a private area where you can relax. In a nursing home, privacy can be a rare commodity. You may have to share a room with another resident or live in a space that's more like a hospital than a home. There are constant reminders that you are no longer in control of your environment, and this can be very difficult to adjust to. For some, the idea of not being able to choose when to eat, when to sleep, or even who they spend their time with can make the nursing home experience feel like a loss of their former life. And the emotional toll this takes can be substantial. Losing the ability to make even the smallest decisions for yourself can lead to feelings of frustration, sadness, and even a sense of despair. But it's important to remember that this doesn't have to be the way it is in every nursing home. Some facilities offer more flexibility and work hard to empower residents by involving them in decisions about their daily lives. You can ask questions about how decisions are made at a potential nursing home and see if they offer personalized care plans that respect your wishes and independence. It's worth exploring options that allow you to keep control over your life, even as you receive the care you need. If you've experienced something like this, or if you have concerns about losing your independence, it might help to start a conversation about your fears and preferences. The more you understand your options, the better prepared you'll be to make an informed decision. It's incredibly difficult to face these changes in life, but taking proactive steps to preserve your independence as much as possible can help reduce the emotional strain. Remember, your life is yours to live, and even in a nursing home, you still deserve a say in what happens to you. One of the most challenging aspects of moving into a nursing home is the loss of the familiar environment that people have spent their whole lives building. Our homes are where we create memories, develop routines, and feel connected to our personal identity. When that is suddenly taken away, it can feel as though we've lost a piece of who we are. Think about the house you've lived in for years, the memories tied to each room, the pictures on the walls, the familiar smell of your kitchen, or your favorite chair in the living room. These small comforts are part of what makes us feel grounded and connected to our past. For many seniors, the act of leaving this home behind can be deeply emotional and unsettling. It's not just about the house itself, but the sense of familiarity and safety that it provides. When moving into a nursing home, seniors often find themselves in an unfamiliar and sterile environment. While nursing homes are designed to provide care, they don't offer the same personal connection or emotional attachment that a home does. Rooms might feel cold and impersonal, filled with generic furniture that lacks the warmth and comfort of a home. The walls are often bare, with little opportunity for residents to bring their personal belongings and create a space that feels like their own. This environment can lead to feelings of isolation and detachment. But it's not just about the physical space. There's also a deep emotional loss when a senior leaves their home. The process of leaving behind a lifetime of memories can make them feel disconnected from their previous life and the person they once were. It's natural to feel a sense of loss when you can no longer engage in the activities that made you feel like yourself. Whether it's tending to a garden, cooking in your kitchen, or even just sitting on your porch enjoying the sunshine. These routines and places shape our identity, and when they're gone, it can feel as though a part of us is lost as well. And the impact of this loss goes beyond just the physical space. It also affects the emotional and mental well-being of seniors. In many cases, residents in nursing homes can feel that they've been forgotten by the outside world. They no longer have their familiar connections, whether that's their neighbors, their friends, or even their own family visiting regularly. The staff at a nursing home, though caring, might not always be able to provide the emotional connection that a family member or close friend can offer. Over time, this can lead to feelings of loneliness, sadness, and even depression. In addition to losing a physical space and emotional connection, seniors often face a loss of personal identity when they move into a nursing home. Many nursing home residents have spent their lives building a reputation or a role within their family or community, whether that's as a parent, a grandparent, or a community leader. When they enter a nursing home, they might feel as though their role is diminished or erased entirely. They may no longer have the same sense of purpose that they had at home, and this can take a toll on their self-esteem and sense of worth. However, it's important to note that this loss doesn't have to be permanent. Many nursing homes are making strides to provide a more personalized experience, helping residents retain a sense of individuality and connection to their past. Some facilities offer residents the opportunity to personalize their rooms with photographs, keepsakes, and personal belongings that remind them of home. Additionally, nursing homes that offer community programs or allow residents to maintain their hobbies and interests can help them feel more like themselves. This approach not only helps preserve a resident's identity but also allows them to stay emotionally connected to their past. If you are considering a nursing home for yourself or a loved one, it's essential to explore the options available and look for places that encourage personal expression and connection. Ask about the ability to personalize rooms, create routines, and maintain the hobbies that are important to your identity. A facility that honors individuality and helps seniors retain their personal sense of self can make all the difference in how they feel during this transition. The emotional impact of losing a familiar environment and sense of identity is profound, but understanding this challenge can help seniors and their families make informed decisions that support their emotional well-being. One of the most concerning aspects of life in a nursing home can be the lack of control over medical and end-of-life decisions. For many seniors, having control over their own health and well-being is something they've valued their entire lives. However, when they transition into a nursing home, they often find that many of the decisions regarding their care are made by staff or, in some cases, legal guardians. This shift in decision-making can feel disempowering, and for some, it can add stress and anxiety to an already difficult situation. In a nursing home, medical decisions are typically made by doctors or healthcare providers assigned to the facility. While these professionals are there to ensure residents receive the best possible care, the reality is that residents often do not have the same level of involvement in their medical care as they would at home. Medical decisions might be made in a clinical setting, without taking the time to fully consider the resident's personal wishes, beliefs, and preferences. This lack of involvement in one's care can create feelings of helplessness, particularly for individuals who have spent their lives making decisions for themselves. When it comes to end-of-life care, this issue becomes even more complicated. In nursing homes, medical staff and legal guardians are sometimes tasked with making decisions about end-of-life treatment, which may or may not align with the resident's personal values or wishes. Some seniors may have specific desires about how they wish to be treated in their final days, such as whether they want to be kept on life support or whether they prefer to pass away peacefully without any invasive treatments. Unfortunately, when these wishes are not clearly communicated or documented, there's a risk that the decisions made will not fully respect the resident's autonomy or dignity. For many seniors, it can be difficult to advocate for themselves in these situations, especially when their physical or mental health may be declining. They might not feel strong enough to push for their preferences, or they may fear that their wishes won't be taken seriously. This is why it's incredibly important for seniors to communicate their desires for medical and end-of-life care ahead of time, through documents like advance directives or living wills. These legal documents can provide clear instructions about the type of care the individual wants, ensuring that their preferences are respected even if they are unable to communicate them directly. The emotional toll of feeling powerless over one's medical decisions can be significant. It's already difficult enough to navigate the aging process, and the thought of having someone else make critical health decisions without involving you can lead to a sense of loss and frustration. Many seniors feel that their voices are not being heard, or that their autonomy has been stripped away. This feeling of loss of control can contribute to depression, anxiety, and a decline in overall well-being. However, there are steps that can be taken to address these concerns. First, it's important to research nursing homes and care facilities that prioritize resident autonomy and work to ensure that individuals are involved in the decision-making process as much as possible. Look for facilities that offer personalized care plans and that encourage open communication between residents, their families, and healthcare providers. Additionally, family members play a critical role in advocating for the senior's wishes. It's essential for family members to communicate with the nursing home staff, ensure that the resident's desires are clearly documented, and provide emotional support throughout the decision-making process. By being proactive, families can help ensure that their loved ones maintain a sense of control and dignity, even in the face of health challenges. It's also worth mentioning that some nursing homes offer palliative and hospice care for residents nearing the end of life, providing a more compassionate and dignified approach to end-of-life care. These services focus on comfort and quality of life, rather than aggressive medical treatments, and allow seniors to spend their final days with more peace and dignity. Ultimately, the ability to make decisions about your own medical care and end-of-life treatment is a fundamental right. Moving into a nursing home doesn't have to mean losing that right. By planning ahead, communicating preferences, and involving family members and staff, seniors can maintain a sense of control over their health and ensure that their final wishes are honored. When considering the best living arrangements for seniors, it's important to recognize that nursing homes aren't the only option. While nursing homes can provide 24/7 medical care and support, they may not always be the best fit for every senior. Many elderly individuals prefer more independent living situations that offer support without compromising their autonomy. For this reason, exploring alternative care options is essential. One popular alternative is home health care. This allows seniors to remain in the comfort of their own homes while receiving assistance with daily activities such as bathing, dressing, or meal preparation. Home health care can be tailored to meet the specific needs of the individual, whether they require occasional help or more frequent care. Many seniors find this option preferable because it allows them to maintain a sense of independence while still getting the help they need. Additionally, being in a familiar environment can provide comfort and reduce the emotional toll that comes with leaving one's home for a nursing facility. Another option is assisted living. Assisted living communities provide a middle ground between independent living and nursing homes. Residents live in private apartments or rooms but have access to assistance with personal care, medication management, and other daily activities. These communities often offer a variety of social activities and amenities, which can help seniors maintain an active lifestyle and a sense of community. Assisted living is ideal for seniors who don't require intensive medical care but may need some support to manage their health and daily activities. The level of care can be adjusted based on the individual's needs, and many facilities offer additional services like physical therapy, transportation, and recreational programs. Shared housing is another option that can be appealing to seniors who want to maintain a sense of independence but also benefit from social interaction and shared responsibilities. In shared housing, seniors live with other seniors in a communal setting, which can help reduce isolation and provide companionship. This option also allows seniors to split living costs, making it a more affordable alternative to nursing homes or assisted living. Shared housing arrangements can range from living with a roommate to living in a more organized community with common spaces and shared responsibilities. For those who require more specialized care, there are also memory care facilities designed specifically for individuals with Alzheimer's disease, dementia, or other memory-related conditions. These facilities provide a secure environment where residents can receive the specialized care they need while still maintaining as much independence as possible. Memory care facilities often focus on creating a safe, comforting environment that encourages residents to retain their cognitive abilities for as long as possible. In addition to these options, adult day care services can provide temporary care and socialization for seniors who live at home but need supervision or companionship during the day. These programs typically offer activities like exercise, arts and crafts, and socialization, while also providing meals and assistance with personal care. Adult day care is a good option for caregivers who need a break during the day or for seniors who benefit from structured activities outside of the home. It's important to note that each of these alternatives offers varying levels of care, depending on the individual's needs. When considering any of these options, it's essential to take into account the senior's physical, emotional, and social needs, as well as the financial aspect. Some of these options, like home health care or assisted living, can be more affordable than nursing homes, but costs can still add up over time. It's important to research different options and understand the costs involved before making a decision. For many seniors, the idea of being in a nursing home feels like a loss of independence and control. The good news is that there are alternatives that offer more flexibility, independence, and opportunities for social interaction while still providing the necessary support. Choosing the right care option is a deeply personal decision and should be based on the senior's preferences, health condition, and lifestyle. Before making any decision, it's crucial to have open conversations with family members, healthcare providers, and, if possible, the senior themselves. Understanding the full range of options available can help families make an informed choice that aligns with their loved one's wishes and needs. There's no one-size-fits-all solution, and sometimes a combination of options, like home care and adult day care, can provide the best balance of independence and support. It's not just about finding a place to live. It's about making decisions that allow you to continue living life on your terms. When it comes to senior care, planning ahead is one of the most important things you can do for yourself. It's about creating a future that aligns with your personal needs, preferences, and values. Taking the time now to consider what type of care you want, whether it's a nursing home, assisted living, home health care, or another arrangement, gives you the power to shape your future and maintain control over your life. A huge part of planning is being proactive. The more information you gather now, the more options you'll have when the time comes. Don't wait until it's too late to start thinking about these decisions. Research different types of care settings, talk to loved ones, and ask questions that matter to you. Whether it's about the level of independence you want, the types of activities you enjoy, or the specific medical care you may need, being involved in the decision-making process is key. It's important to remember that your voice matters. Seniors should have the ability to make decisions about where they live, what kind of care they receive, and how they spend their time. Planning ahead doesn't mean you have to give up control. Rather, it means making sure that you're not left in a position where you're forced to accept something that doesn't fit with your lifestyle or values. It's about ensuring that your choices are respected and that you have a say in your own future. For example, if maintaining your independence is crucial to you, explore care options that offer flexibility. Home health care or assisted living may provide the support you need without completely taking away your freedom. You might want to continue living in your own home with help from caregivers, or perhaps you're looking for a community that understands the importance of personal space and autonomy. Planning ahead means you won't have to settle for an option that doesn't fit your needs. It's also important to communicate with your family members about your wishes. Make sure they understand what kind of care you want and what your goals are for the future. This not only helps ensure that your wishes are respected, but it also reduces the stress and confusion that can arise when important decisions need to be made quickly. Family members can be your advocates, but you should be the one leading the conversation about what's right for you. Planning your future care also involves thinking about finances. Many seniors find that the costs of long-term care can add up quickly, so it's wise to start planning early. Speak with a financial advisor to understand the costs of different care options, and look into insurance policies or government programs that may help cover some of these expenses. Having a financial plan in place will give you peace of mind and help prevent unexpected financial burdens later on. Ultimately, planning ahead for your senior years isn't about losing control. It's about keeping it. It's about ensuring that your wishes are honored, that you maintain the lifestyle you want, and that you are treated with the dignity and respect you deserve. Whether you want to stay in your home, live with a friend, or explore a different living arrangement, you should have the freedom to make those choices for yourself. Remember, the goal is to preserve your quality of life and continue living with purpose and independence. Planning for your care allows you to keep the life you want and need. You don't have to face these decisions alone. Take charge now, and make sure you're getting the care you deserve on your terms. If you're thinking about future care, we'd love to hear your thoughts. What matters most to you in these decisions? Share your ideas and experiences in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going. Your thoughts can inspire others who are facing the same challenges and help create a supportive community of people who are all working to make the best choices for their future. Have you or someone you know started planning ahead for senior care? What are some things you think are important to consider when making these decisions? Share your thoughts in the comments below.